like I said, was up close to around 5.5%. Apollo Hospitals as well returned to the buy list, and some of those so-called boring PSUs that have some dividend yield, like Coal India as well as NTPC, both of them did pretty well. On the flip side, Tech Mahindra did come in for some selling. You had Tata Steel after yesterday's good run. Well, it did see some selling. Grasim as well was down close to 2.5%, and Divi's Laboratory as well seems to have lost its way. The problem pocket today was the banking names, and that's explained by ICICI Bank ended in the red. Axis Bank ended in the red as well in today's trading session. But Mangalam, mid-caps, well, the index ended under pressure, but there were plenty of stocks that were moving around, isn't it?
There were plenty of stocks that were moving around, Nigel, but the index ended almost 0.6% lower. We had more stocks moving down than moving up, almost 1,700 stocks in the red for about 1,100 in the green. But the ones that stood out on the downside were a couple of them which had result reactions for it. SBI Cards was lower, Tata Chemicals was down by almost 5%. We did see some weakness come by for Crompton as well. Balrampur Chini had some of its sweetness taken away in today's trading session, down almost 6.5%. And then we had a set of these platform companies which continue to see some selling ahead of fears of some more supply coming in. Case in point, something like a Nykaa, and we saw a decline in delivery as well, down almost 4%. One stock that bucked that trend from the platform space in the second half of trade was PB Fintech, which recovered from lows and is going home with a fair amount of gains on that counter. And as far as the other gainers in the mid-cap end of things are concerned, we did see some gains come by for a bunch of names. We did see some gains come by for PFC, REC, all the PSU names. Oil India doing well in the F&O space. Cummins, Honeywell were the ones that ended with a gain of almost 3.5% as well. We did see some gains come by for a couple of these smart meter names like HPL Electric as well as Genus Power too. But by and large, it was a down day for the mid-cap index. And for the frontliners, we did see the Nifty manage to close by about 1/3% in the green, despite the Nifty Bank closing lower by 2/3%. The Nifty was supported by both Reliance as well as Maruti. With that, we're out of time on this edition of Closing Bell. We wrap up this week and